Sabalenka sets tiebreak record to reach last 8. Aryna Sabalenka broke Novak Djokovic's Open-era record of consecutive tiebreaks won at Grand Slams to defeat teenage Canadian Victoria Mboko and set up a mouth-watering Australian Open quarterfinal against another of tennis rising stars, 18-year-old Iva Jovic. The two-time champion won 6-1, 7-6, 7-1 on Rod Laver Arena, sealing it with her 20th tiebreak triumph in a row, and is yet to drop a set at this year's Australian Open. "It's putting pressure on my opponents, so that is what I like playing tiebreaks nowadays," Sabalenka said after her latest victory. "I just go into the tiebreaks and try to not think about this as a tiebreak, and I try and play point by point, and I guess that's the key to this consistency." In response to his record being topped, 24-time major winner Djokovic jokingly posted on X, "I'm upset right now." Belarusian Sabalenka has now reached at least the quarterfinals in 13 consecutive Grand Slam appearances and is 2 wins away from a 4th successive final in Melbourne. The champion in 2023 and 2024, Sabalenka lost last year's final to American Madison Keys. "Her tiebreak record is absolutely incredible, and she has always backed herself when the pressure is on," said former British number 1 Annabel Croft on BBC Radio 5 Sports Extra. The 27-year-old appeared to be cruising towards a comfortable victory against 17th seed Mboko, leading by a set and a double break. However, she almost let a 4-1 lead slip in the second set and eventually clinched victory in a tiebreak. Former world number 5 Daniela Hantuchova added, "When you're going into a tiebreak, she only has one plan and she trusts it. She is never ever going to question herself, and that is not an easy thing to do when you are a set and 4-1 up and suddenly you find yourself in a very, very difficult and stressful position." Teenager Jovic says she is really excited to test herself against the best after booking a maiden Grand Slam quarterfinal against Sabalenka. The American dropped only one game in a convincing 6-0, 6-1 win against Kazakhstan's Yulia Putintseva. Asked about meeting Sabalenka in the next round, Jovic said, "I think I'm just going to try to keep taking care of my side of the net. Obviously she's number 1 for a reason and has had so much success at this tournament, but that's what I want. I said last year that I hope to be able to play here this year, because you definitely want to play the best and see how it goes. I'm really excited." Jovic, who is the 29th seed in Melbourne, had not previously been beyond the second round of a major. She backed up a straight-set win over 7th seed Jasmine Paolini, her first victory against a player ranked in the world's top 10, by breezing through her 4th-round tie against Putintseva in just 53 minutes. Ukraine's Aryna Sabalenka, seeded 12th, set up a quarterfinal with world number 3 Coco Gauff following her 6-2, 6-4 victory over Russian 8th seed Mira Andreeva. Svitolina felt she had to fight until the very last point in a nerve-wracking match, although she dominated the key moments. The 31-year-old broke Andreeva's serve in 3 consecutive games in the opening set and also saved 7 break points from a possible 9, including 3 in the second set, to avoid conceding a double break. Svitolina, a 4-time quarter-finalist at the Australian Open, is on a 9-match winning streak in 2026 and has dropped 6 games or fewer in 3 of her 4 matches in Melbourne. Gauff made it safely through to the quarter-finals in Melbourne for a 3rd successive year with a resilient win over Czech 19th seed Karolina Muchova. The world number 3 raced through the first set, but Muchova pulled back in the second before Gauff held her nerve to serve out the 6-1, 3-6, 6-3 victory on her 4th match point. Gauff, a 2-time major champion, has gone on to win all 4 tournaments in which she has faced Muchova, including the 2023 US Open. However, she has never reached the final at Melbourne. Speaking after her win, Gauff credited her run to the last 8 to "trusting myself. My history has been tough with the serve, but I think today was great. There was one loose serve in the second set, but after that it was pretty good," she said. "That's the biggest thing, just trusting myself and knowing that I've put in the work in practice and knowing it will show up in the matches." Gauff then wrote confidence is the key on a camera lens after the victory, which improved her head-to-head record with Muchova to 5-0.